Hi there. Today we're going to read Binky Brothers Detectives by James Lawrence. Imagine you are all ready for a baseball game and somebody stole your catcher's mitt. What would you do? Let's find out how the Binky brothers solve this mystery. I'll read aloud and you follow along in the book. When you hear this sound, you'll know it's time to turn the page. Let's begin where the story starts on page 5. You'll see the picture of the two boys holding up a sign in their clubhouse. Are you ready? Let's begin.
That sign is a mess, said Albert Binky. Can't you even spell right? Who cares, said Dinky. Everyone will know what I mean.
Dinky was Albert's little brother. His real name was Norbert, but he was so little, everyone called him Dinky. Dinky Binky.
Now what are you doing? Asked Albert. Printing my name, said Dinky. Like fun you are, said Albert. I thought up this detective stuff, so my name goes first. You are just my helper.
Albert had red hair, so everyone called him Pinky. Pinky Binky. Dinky made a face.
You always want to be boss, he said. Never mind that, said Pinky. Mom made the lemonade for us. If you want to help out at the stand, come on. That reminds me, said Dinky. Did Patsy Ann ever pay us for finding her turtle? Sure, said Pinky. I forgot to tell you. Here is your share.
He gave Dinky a nickel.
Where is the rest? Asked Dinky.
Pinky looked down at his little brother.
What do you mean, where is the rest? Well, said Dinky, you told Patsy Ann it would cost 20 cents. Half of 20 is 10. Besides, I found her turtle. Look, said Pinky, you are just my helper, so you get 5.
They did not sell much lemonade. Finally, Chub Doolin came along.
Hot dog, said Pinky. Here comes lots of business.
Chub could eat more and drink more than any 3 kids on the block. He looked upset.
Someone swiped my catcher's mitt, he said.
This was bad news. Pinky had to pitch a big baseball game after lunch. Chub was his catcher. Their team was playing the Elm Street Wildcats.
How do you know someone took your mitt? Pinky asked. It was hanging on a nail in our garage, said Chub. Now it is gone. This note was on the nail.
He took out a piece of pink paper. Ha, ha, I have your mitt. Now the Wildcats will beat you. Guess who?
What are we going to do? Said Chub. I have a glove you can use, said Dinky, if you let me play. Are you kidding? Said Chub. Your brother throws hard. I cannot catch his stuff with your skinny little glove. Never mind him, Chub, said Pinky. Just leave the note with me. I will get to work on this case right away. Okay, said Chub. He drank 4 lemonades and left. What are you going to do, Pink? asked Dinky. Don't rush me, said Pinky. "I will think of something."
Spike Brown and Joe Parker came up to the stand. They were wildcats. They liked to act smart.
"Hi, Pink," said Spike. "How is your pitching arm?"
"You will find out," said Pinky. "Don't worry, Pink," said Joe. "If we hit too many homers, you can let your kid brother pitch for you." That made Pinky mad.
"Maybe I will," he said. "Even Dinky could beat you guys."
Spike and Joe laughed. They each had a lemonade.
"Don't worry about Chub either," said Spike. "We will get so many hits he will hardly need a glove."
Spike took out his money to pay. Something fell out of his pocket. A piece of pink paper. Dinky opened his mouth to say something. Pinky stepped on his foot hard.
"Come on, Joe," said Spike.
Dinky held his foot.
"What's the big idea?" he said. "That hurt." "You are supposed to be a detective," said Pinky. "I know," said Dinky. "I just wanted to ask Spike how come he knew about Chub's mitt." "Maybe he is the one who took it," said Pinky. "Ever think of that?"
He picked up the paper. It was the same kind of pink paper as Chub's note.
"See what I mean?" said Pinky. "This could be a clue."
"Tell the team we can win easy now. I hid you-know-what in the house. Those dopes will never look high enough to find it unless one of them is a monkey. Mel."
"Wow!" yelled Pinky. "It's a clue, all right."
Mel was Melvin Krantz, the Wildcat shortstop.
"What does it mean?" asked Dinky. "Don't you get it?" said Pinky. "Mel must be the one who took Chub's mitt. If Chub has no mitt, I cannot pitch so hard. Then they can win the game."
Dinky's mouth dropped open. He was trying hard to figure things out.
"What does he mean about looking high enough?" Dinky asked. "Did he hide the mitt in his attic?" "No," said Pinky. "The house he hid it in does not have an attic. It is not that kind of house." "What kind is it?" said Dinky.
Pinky smiled.
"The kind a monkey could climb up to, in a tree." "But," said Dinky, "why did Spike—"
Pinky did not let him finish. He just patted Dinky.
"Forget it," he said. "You watch the stand. I have things to do." "Okay," said Dinky. "If we find Chub's mitt, can I play?" "What do you mean, if we find it?" said Pinky.
Then he hurried off to the Wildcat treehouse. The treehouse was in the woods, back of Elm Street. A ladder was leaning against the tree. Pinky looked all around. No wildcats in sight. Pinky climbed the ladder. He was chuckling to himself. How surprised the wildcats would be. The note said Chub and his pals would never look high enough unless one of them was a monkey.
"Ha ha!" thought Pinky. "I will fool those wise guys."
Then he heard someone laugh. Pinky looked down. There were Spike and Joe. They pulled down the ladder.
Have fun up there, you monkey, Spike yelled. They ran off laughing. Pinky just sat there, feeling dumb. The tree trunk was too big to slide down. Pinky hated to call for help, but what else could he do? So he yelled and hollered. It was no use. The woodlot was too big for anyone to hear him. What a mess, Pinky thought. How could his team beat the Wildcats without their #1 pitcher? All of a sudden, a voice called, "Hey, Pinky!" There was Dinky coming through the bushes. Pinky felt like hugging him. "Dinky, set that ladder up for me." "Sure, Pink," said his little brother. "But first, we got some things to talk over." "What do you mean, we have things to talk over?" Pinky asked. "Like about finding Chub's mitt," said Dinky. Pinky had forgotten all about the mitt. "Wait a second," he said. "I will see if it is here." "Don't bother," said Dinky. "I already found it." Pinky stared at his little brother. "Where was it?" he asked. "On a nail in Chub's garage," said Dinky. "But Chub told us it was gone," said Pinky. "It was," said Dinky, "but I was pretty sure the Wildcats would put it back. I mean, after you fell for their trick." Pinky felt his face getting red. "The note was just a trick?" he asked. "Sure," said Dinky. "I tried to tell you, but you would not listen." "I am listening," said Pinky. "Go ahead and tell me now." "Spike likes to play tricks," said Dinky. "He dropped the note on purpose. Besides, that monkey stuff sounded like a joke." "Gee whiz, I never thought of that," said Pinky. "It was easy for a good detective," said Dinky. Pinky hated to say it, but he did. "Okay," he said, "you win. Now set up the ladder." But Dinky shook his head. "Not yet, Pink. We still got things to talk over." Pinky gritted his teeth. "What do you want?" he asked. "Can I play a couple of innings?" said Dinky. "Now look," said Pinky. "You are not good enough to play the Wildcats." Dinky did not say a word. He started to walk away. "Okay, okay," Pinky hollered. "You can play." Dinky turned around. "How much do I get for finding Patsy Ann's turtle?" he asked. "So we are partners," said Pinky. "We will split 50-50. You get 10 cents. "Nothing doing," said Dinky. "I want the whole 20 cents. Pinky did not like it, but he had to give in. Dinky made him throw down the money. Then he set up the ladder. Pinky was boiling mad. Some partner, he thought. Still, it was better than staying up in that tree all day. So, Pinky was able to pitch for his team after all. Of course, they had to let Dinky play a while. They beat the Wildcats anyhow. Later,
Pinky got another surprise.
Hi, partner.
Said Dinky. Binky Brothers Detectives. Dinky and Pinky. And that ends our story. Well, Dinky not only found the missing catcher's mitt, but outsmarted his brother, all in one day. I enjoyed reading this story with you. Let's do it again soon.